So, I've got my Russian hat on, I've got my gloves on, and I'm ready for action. I'm on the Belfast City sightseeing tour, and I tell you what, it's a bit unsteady, so I'm gonna hold on tight and get ready.
We'd take her to Nando's.
Probably bring them out for something to eat during the day, maybe get a bit of shopping and then out the night out somewhere in the city centre.
The Box, the Big Eye if it was still here, and Victoria Square.
I would probably take them to a Giants match, ice hockey match.
We would take her to Jordanstown Library.
A library? You must be joking, mate. Have you got exams coming up or something?
No, I would just take her because there's a good crack in the library. It's not a very quiet library.
How do you think you make your tour your own then?
Just talking about the city that I love. I grew up here, and Belfast is a beautiful city, and it's one that I think people from all over the world should come and see.
If you're a fan of vintage fashion, you will love Bang Vintage Clothing, which has items dating back to the 1950s. Let's go have a browse. Hi Trish, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, how are you?
I'm really good, thank you. So can you give me a vintage makeover?
We can try.
It's not something I'd usually wear, but I really like it.
Well, that's what you often find with vintage clothing, and again there's a myth that you won't be able to find something to flatter your shape, but if you look at this, you've got a tiny waist and you've got that lovely full skirt, and again, as we said, it would be lovely for a wedding or some kind of event.
Why do you think vintage has made such a massive comeback?
I think it's a lot to do with the celebrity end of it. Like for the past 5 years, it's been creeping up, and your Kate Moss, Sienna Millers, all wearing these vintage items. Girls want to know where to get them.
So what next, Trish?
Well, we're going to stay with the summery theme, but we're going to try to find something that you might wear out, on a night out, something like that. So, how do you feel?
I feel really nice. It's nice and fitted, and I like the pockets as well.
Yeah, you get that in a lot of vintage clothes, details that you don't always find in clothes now.
Are there any not to do vintage fashion tips that you've got?
Don't wear it head to toe, because then you just look like you're going to a fancy dress shop. Be very subtle with it.
So this time, staying with our summery theme, we're going to try to find you something a bit more casual, maybe something you could wear to work and then out into your evening. With this dress, it's a slightly more casual fabric, and again, the colour is really something special. You can wear it with tights and shoes, or you could take them off, a little pair of sandals, and you'd be ready for the summer.
So talk to me about upcoming events in Belfast and beyond.
There's the Stitch in Style, which is about restyling garments you have, learning to make your own alterations and learning how to make garments yourself. And on top of that, there's the Vintage Sundays, which have just moved to the Empire, and you'll find a wealth of vintage goods there.
What's your ultimate vintage tip for me?
Try some things that you wouldn't think were wearing, because I get a lot of girls come in here and they don't think they'll suit it, and then when they try it on, they're amazed.